Hello, my name is Paul Minikin, tech support and hearing aid audiologist for FM Hearing Systems, the UK's leading supplier of Phonak Roger equipment. In a previous video, we spoke about Phonak Roger transmitters, and today we'll be talking about Phonak Roger receivers. When you've got a Phonak Roger transmitter, like a Phonak Roger On, basically that is picking up audio remotely and wirelessly sending it to a Phonak Roger receiver and then on to a hearing instrument. The hearing instrument might be a hearing aid. That can be, there's lots of different brands of hearing aids a Phonak Roger system will work with. It might be a hearing aid, it might be a bone anchored hearing aid, and it could be a cochlear implant also. So there's three different main methods of receiving audio from a Phonak Roger transmitter. The most popular and the most efficient way to receive audio from a Phonak Roger transmitter is via ear level receivers. So if I can show you a Phonak Roger X receiver, there's two different variations on the Phonak Roger X receiver, a Roger X O2 band and a Roger X O3 band. I won't go into the differences on this video, but basically the receivers look the same. They're a little silver cube around about 7mm square with three little prongs coming out the top of it. So that's a Phonak Roger receiver. So we've got so this is an Oticon Spirit Synergy hearing aid. I'll just bring that closer to the camera there. Okay, at the moment it's got what's called a direct audio input shoe, a DAI shoe attached to the hearing aid, which I'm going to take off for now. Okay, so that's a Oticon behind the ear hearing aid. Okay, and that works quite well as a hearing aid. Typically we see these quite a lot being supplied by the NHS. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert this Oticon hearing aid to being, as well as a hearing aid, a Phonak Roger receiver. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to, first of all, attach a DAI or direct audio input shoe. Now, all these different makes and models of hearing aids that's supplied through the NHS in particular, they're all different shapes and sizes, so they all need different audio shoes. The audio shoe that is particular to this hearing aid, I've just basically attached on there. You can see you've got the hearing aid and you've got the direct audio input shoe, the DAI shoe, already attached, and it's got, I don't know if you can see there, but it's got three little sockets in the bottom of the DAI shoe. So then we've got the Roger X receiver. Okay, and we're going to plug that into the DAI shoe. So basically that hearing aid now has been converted from a hearing aid to a hearing aid and a Phonak Roger receiver. For most hearing instruments, you would need to pop into your audiology department or speak to your audiologist about making some adjustments to the way the hearing aids work to make sure that, that your hearing instruments can accept Roger audio and work optimally as well. But we can supply that sort of information so that your audiologist knows exactly how to do that. It's a pretty simple and straightforward process. Okay, so that's an ear level receiver. I've got a couple of other examples here. This is that's a resound stroke Danalogic hearing aid with an audio shoe attached. Yeah, that's a Signia hearing aid with an audio shoe attached. Okay, so the reason that we feel that a ear level receiver is the best possible option is because you've got your Roger transmitter, your Roger On transmitter. It's picking up audio and wirelessly sending it to the Roger X receiver, which is powered by the hearing aid battery through the direct audio input shoe, and the audio from the Roger transmitter is sending wirelessly to the Roger X and is transferred into the hearing aid, and in that way whatever is being transmitted by the Roger On transmitter or whichever Roger transmitter you're using is being received directly into the hearing aid, into the hearing instrument, and directly into the ear, and helping to overcome problems that you might be having with the hearing aid alone. Things like hearing at distance, where there's reverberation in the room present, and where there's background noise issues. Okay, so that's ear level. That's the best possible solution. Sometimes with some hearing instruments you've not got that option. For instance, with some in-the-ear hearing aids, with some cochlear implants, with some bone-anchored hearing aids, and where you can't use ear-level receivers, there are a couple of other options. The next best option is a wireless streaming device. So a lot of today's hearing aids and BAHAs, bone-anchored hearing aids, and cochlear implants are wireless compatible, and you've got some kind of wireless device that can communicate wirelessly with the hearing instrument. Here we've got a Phonak Compiler. It's designed for Phonak hearing aids. Resound hearing aids have the multi-mic, and Oticon, the more recent Oticon hearing aids have the EduMic. But it's the same sort of principle. In this particular case, this is a neck loop device, but some of the devices are sort of like clip-on, like a lapel mic. Basically, if we take this Roger X receiver and we plug it into the bottom of the streaming device, the Roger On is picking up audio remotely and wirelessly sending it to Roger X, which is powered by the streaming device, and the streaming device then wirelessly sends the audio into your hearing instrument or hearing instruments. So it's a different way of achieving the same aim. It's not a bad alternative. Ear level is better. It's everything's tucked away, and you've got direct Roger to Roger, straight to ear. With a streaming device, it's Roger to Roger, and then whatever proprietary wireless system the hearing aids are using to get from the streamer to the hearing aids. Usually, it's quite a high quality wireless audio stream from here to here, and of course, Roger to Roger is a really high quality audio stream also. The third option is a Roger neck loop. It's actually quite a low cost device compared to the other two, and it's another neck worn device. Okay, and basically the Roger transmitter transmits to the Roger neck loop, and then via the telecoil or loop program of your hearing aids, the neck loop sends the audio into your hearing instruments. A couple of limitations. Because it's transmitting via telecoil or loop, the audio bandwidth is narrower, but it's fine for speech. That's fine. But if you're near strong electrical or Wi-Fi sources, you can get a little bit of interference. And the biggest bugbear really is if you're in the presence of another loop system. For instance, a fixed loop system in a bank or a post office or an office or something like that, you're going to have a clash there. So, you know, the best way to think about it is a hierarchy of best solution. Ear level is the best possible scenario if that can be managed. If not, and a wireless streamer bundle can be used, that will be the next best. And after that, the Phonak Roger neck loop, and if you can't do any of the three, well, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get the benefit of a Phonak Roger system. But what we find is that actually the vast majority of hearing aids are compatible. Certainly, nearly all NHS hearing aids, a lot of private sector hearing aids, generally bone-anchored hearing aids, and also cochlear implants. Mostly, we can use Phonak Roger systems with them, but we're here to help, to give you the advice and tell you all about the different compatibility, what will work and what won't work, and give you the advice accordingly. Okay, so that pretty much covers Phonak Roger receivers. If you haven't seen the video on Phonak transmitters, well, that's worth a watch as well. We hope you found the video of interest, and thanks a lot. Okay, bye-bye.